Hello, NCAC Nation, and welcome back to another edition of The Rundown. And on this week's show, we'll break down what happened across the North Coast Athletic Conference for the week ending on Sunday, January the 25th. We'll open this week's show on the hardwood as we have now reached the second half of the 2014-15 season, with 10th-ranked Worcester holding a one-game lead in the men's standings with a 9-1 record against league foes, and 11th-ranked DePaul standing atop the women's standings with a perfect 9-0 record against conference foes. In women's basketball action, the Oberlin Yeowomen continued their recent hot streak last week by collecting a pair of league wins over Ohio Wesleyan and Allegheny, behind another monster performance from the NCAC Women's Basketball Player of the Week selection, senior Christina Marquette. Marquette, who hails from Huntington Beach, California, lifted the Yeowomen to their first win over Ohio Wesleyan since the 2004 season last Wednesday with a 28-point, 6-rebound, and 3-assist performance, before cashing in a career-best 7 3-pointers and tallying 31 points in Oberlin's 76-74 road win over Allegheny on Saturday. And in the two games combined, Marquette scored 57 points after shooting 44% from the field and 48% from three-point range, while also tallying 11 rebounds, 7 assists, and 2 steals. And through the first 18 games this season, Oberlin sits at 10-8 overall and 6-3 in league play, which matches its most wins overall since the 2003-04 season and its most league wins since the 99-2000 campaign. And in men's basketball action, Kenyon senior forward John Bray was named the NCAC Men's Basketball Player of the Week after posting one of the best weeks of his collegiate career, as he scored 45 points and shot a blistering 75% from the field in a pair of league games last week. Bray, a native of Glenshaw, Pennsylvania, scored a career-high 25 points in the Lord's 73-62 loss at Wittenberg on Wednesday, before pouring in 20 more points in an 85-74 win over Hiram on Saturday. Bray also contributed in the other stat columns on the week, as he shot 9 of 11 from the free throw line to go along with totaling 9 assists, 6 rebounds, and 1 steal. NCAC basketball action continues this week with a full slate of games scheduled for both Wednesday and Saturday, highlighted by the Ohio Wesleyan men hosting Worcester on Wednesday night and the Oberlin Yeowomen traveling to DePaul on Saturday afternoon. And we'll close out this week's show by taking a dive into the pool to break down NCAC swimming and diving action from last week, as we are now just 2 weeks away from the 2015 NCAC Swimming and Diving Championships. The DePaul women's team wrapped up its regular season training schedule last Saturday in Chicago by splitting a double-dual meet, with the Tigers topping Trinity, Texas, and falling to host University of Chicago. DePaul sophomore Angela Newland collected the NCAC's Women's Athlete of the Week award after she logged 3 individual event victories on the day, as she reached the wall first in the 200 free in 1:55.26, the 500 free in 5:06.92, and in the 400 IM in a time of 4:39.90. And on the men's side, Denison sophomore Jack Lindell earned his second Athlete of the Week citation of the season after leading the Big Red in a 174-95 victory at Carnegie Mellon on Saturday. Lindell, a resident of Edina, Minnesota, posted individual event wins in the 100 back in a time of 51.67, the 200 back in 151.57, and in the 400 IM in 4:02.34, to go along with swimming the backstroke leg on the 200 medley relay squad that reached the wall first with a time of 1:32.79. And the 2015 NCAC Swimming and Diving Championships are set to take place at Denison's Trumbull Aquatic Center in Granville, Ohio, February 11th through the 14th. And fans, be on the lookout next week as a conference-wide preview of the event will be available on the NCAC website. And as always, NCAC sports fans, for up-to-date news, stats, and standings from around the North Coast Athletic Conference, you can visit our website at www.northcoast.org. Also be sure to follow us on Twitter at NCAC, as well as like us on Facebook. Well, that puts a wrap on this week's show, but be sure to join us again next week for another edition of The Rundown.